Welcome back to the Goody Committee podcast. I'm your host, Lamina Diaco, and today I am joined with my best friend, Clif. How you doing today?
Not complaining. How are you?
I'm good, chilling.
That's good. That's good.
Um, so today we're gonna talk about money, specifically. We're gonna see how the conversation flows and just goes. But what's your thoughts on money? Like when you think of money, like what do you envision or what do you see, whatever the case is?
Money. But for me, I feel like money is like transaction, right? You
Mm-hmm.
need it everyday life. But it's not like something that I like talk about or think about a lot. I just
Mm-hmm.
know that I need it. And at some point, like I'll work to have it, but I'm still like new to it in a sense,
Gotcha.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so it's like more of a means for you than like something you
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm
you
not
like
craving
value.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel on that.
Yeah.
So what do you think about like when they say like money buys happiness or it doesn't buy happiness?
Oh, does it buy happiness? I mean, I haven't have it yet to know
Yeah.
if it will, but I don't think it does. Like I'd probably be like, I'm halfway there. Like
Mm-hmm.
you obviously need it to buy like everyday stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like it'll definitely help, but happiness to me is more your peace of mind and your like spiritual relationship with
Don't you
God or whatever you believe in. So
don't you think money gives you that peace of mind though? Or at least helps
with
get you
money.
to that peace of mind? Think about it though.
No. Because like I feel like how I grew up, a lot of people didn't have money, but they
Mm-hmm.
still have that like happiness. So like, yeah, I don't think so.
So you can be happy without money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I know people that are happy without money. Well, not in obviously the United States, but
In other parts of the world.
outside. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
I never thought about that because like I don't think of it from like an American perspective, even though I got family back
Exactly.
home,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
um
Like if you think about it, like most people that are that kind of grew up in like the third world, it's more like family than money to them.
mhm.
So like, yeah. So that's kind of say like you obviously need it to
Yeah.
live in the US, but like to me, you don't like have to have a lot of it to be happy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually like saying think about that because I never thought about it like that before. Um, would you say that you're more of a spender or a saver when it comes to money?
I don't spend, so probably save.
Save.
Yeah. But I don't really save like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would like I'm not spending that. Like I'm not buying like new shoes every time I get paid. So
Okay,
I'm
then
more of a saver than a spender. Yeah.
so you're saying like you probably like if you do have to spend money, it's more on like necessities and things you really actually
Yeah,
that gotta get done
exactly. Yeah.
versus like um leisure or like, you
Yeah,
know, just
sure.
for the hell of it.
Shoot. I only buy gas and food with my money.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
do. So yeah.
So not just necessities. I got
Yeah.
you. So what about okay, like obviously we're young, but like you said right now you're not spending things like materialistically. Spending money
Yeah.
materialistically unless like, you know, you got to. What about experiences? I know we're like young, but still like what do you think about experiences at this young age? Even though you might not have like a lot of money to like blow, but what about, you know, traveling or seeing other places or getting
Oh
experiences?
yeah, that's for sure kind of like top of my goal. So obviously we're still in school, so when I'm done, that's kind of like number one goals. I feel like again too, like you obviously need money to do that, but like you don't need to have like a lot of it
Hmm.
to have experiences. Like you don't need like I don't know, you don't gotta go like to a cruise to like have like experience. We can just rent a car and travel to US. That to me is enough than like spending a lot on like a cruise if you don't have the money.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So is that a short-term goal or like a long-term goal as far as like just gaining
Traveling,
experiences? It only gotta be travel.
it's I mean, it's both.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's short term and long term, but it's kind of like after school
Yeah,
talk. So I'm not there yet with it.
I think like I'm
Two
at a
more
point.
years to go.
I think I'm at like a point where like I don't know, I'm watching like a lot of financial literacy videos and stuff, and like one of the main things that keep coming up is like now that I'm looking back at my 20s, I wish I would have went traveling more, even if it was alone or whatever. And it's just
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right
yeah,
now I really don't got like responsibilities, if that makes sense. Like I don't got like nothing like serious over my head as far as like a
yeah.
family or like rent
But we're
or
still young. That yeah, we're still in
yeah.
like early 20s. So
So it's like
yeah, mid 20s. That's definitely the goal.
yeah,
Travel, seeing the world. Yeah,
gain some experiences now. Then you might be able to go back to these same places. Obviously, it's gonna be different, right?
yeah, yeah,
Financially, and then you might be able to come again with like family. So I think it's like a new perspective every time, and it's a different level every time. You know, first time you
yeah,
come, it might be like Airbnb. Second time is like a hotel. Next time it's like whatever. You know,
for
you
sure.
get to
Yeah,
see different
yeah.
places. All right, let's talk about like wealth.
Well, big one.
You think about generational wealth at all, or like is it just kind of like let me try to secure myself financially?
Generational wealth.
Give it
Well, we
a
don't have kids yet.
yeah.
Um,
But is that
but
something?
yeah, like yeah, for sure. I'm big on real estate, so
Yeah.
that's right there is generational wealth. If you like, when you die, obviously, like all your property is going to be to your kids and family.
Hmm.
So I still got like establish myself first before I think about that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I do think about it, but not as much right now, since I'm just starting. So it's more my own wealth right now. But
Hmm.
like 8 years from now, for sure, I'll start thinking about that.
All right. I know like I always press you about it, but do you think about any other forms of investments?
Just real estate. Thus far, just real estate. Well, I'm
Okay.
still new to it, but yeah, that's kind of like my only thing.
How about the stock market?
Stock market. No, I still don't get it. I still don't get it.
All right.
That's one thing I'll say. I still don't get it.
Instead of buying I don't know, a new pair of Air Forces, I think they're 110 now. You can just put 110 into the stock market. Well, into a share now of Nike. Then you own a piece of Nike.
And
A
what
very, very
else?
small piece. And then as Nike grows from other people who didn't decide to buy a piece of Nike but instead Air Forces, you make a little bit of that after a
Yeah.
very long time. But
After, yeah, that's the word. It takes too long, I feel like,
I mean,
to see like your benefits and like how much you would make. Yeah, for
not
some reason I don't get it.
so it gets to a point where like basically interest takes over. So like um I think roughly right now, every 10 years your money will double. So
Yeah.
obviously, all right, so right now, based on like the economy and markets, you'll probably need closer to like 2 million saved up at retirement. So you can live so you can live. I don't know if it's comfortably or not, but just to make sure like your basics necessities, you'll need about close to 2 million, factor in inflation and stuff. Obviously, most people are not gonna be able to get $2 million, but if you are able to save and invest, compound interest at a point will take over. So you save for 30 years, at some point compound interest will take over and then that'll be able to cover like so you can get to 2 million. And I know you're saying like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to see it, but it's not about seeing it, it's just like consistency. Like in real estate, how much time do you think it's gonna take before like you actually start making money? Or not making money, but make profits, you know? It's not gonna be like
But
in
other,
2 years.
yeah, I mean, it kind of depends of how, how deep do you go and
Hmm.
how much do you know? You see, like I feel like for like the stock market, like it's always like you start now for something after you retire. So you start like saving now for retirement. That's
Hmm.
what I feel like it's about. Like I don't think that far until like I'm 65. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm done working. And now let me just, get all my benefits. Um,
Wait,
so
elaborate
that's
on
why,
that.
like how you be like, you take what did you say? 2 million right now for what's the 2 million about?
you're gonna need like $2 million invested so that you
Wait,
can live after your retirement. So you can live a
for
little.
time. So yeah, I don't think like that far until I'm 65.
But you should though, like
I do not like that's what I'm saying. Like my goal are more short term in
or
that
medium. Let's say
sense.
medium term, not long term. Let's say medium term. Are
So
they
again, like I would want to be retired by like 35. You know what I mean? 35. So that's what I said. Like, yeah, the stock market's not for me. Like maybe it will be like later on when I'm like making more money, but like
Mhm.
not right now. Yeah.
So right now
So
you
like I feel
just
like yeah, like putting like $10, $20, $100 every month, like I don't think it's worth it for the stock market.
but like all right, you probably don't drink Starbucks, but there's people out there probably drink Starbucks. If you
I do
put
not.
in
No, no,
if
no.
you
I make
put
my
in,
own
your
coffee.
Starbucks
So
coffee
yeah.
in once a week and you do that for until you get out of college, and then once you get out of college, you start planning, I don't know, the cost of like one of your dinner dates every week, and then you get to a point you're gonna have a nice, decent chunk saved up, and it's like you won't even notice it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the $10, the $20 you put in a week, you're not gonna notice it if that makes sense. So it's like it's nothing, but it's not nothing because you're putting it towards your future self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I get
So
it,
it's
but
like
yeah, I need more convincing.
more convincing.
I need more
Pull
convincing.
up.
Yeah,
I'll give you like all the data
yeah,
after this.
yeah. That's
But so real estate, have is that like something you recently got into, or is that like always been like that investment path for you,
it's
you
it's
think?
always been that, but I still haven't got into it.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, that's definitely the dream, the goal, the mindset, real estate, real estate, real estate. But I'm still like new to it. But yeah, it's just real estate, like just that.
Okay, so
And
this real estate, is it more for like retirement or more for just like I want
no,
to be able
that's
to
what I'm
retire?
saying. Like I don't think that far. I don't think that far.
So this is just to like basically replace your income.
My 9 to 5, yeah, kind of thing. Yeah, that's the
Ah, okay,
goal.
okay.
Yeah,
So it's more of an income source than it is like a savings vehicle.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There will be both, like as time goes on.
Yeah, for sure. Once you have
Yeah,
like everything paid off or whatever,
yeah,
it'll just be free money coming
yeah.
in. All right. This is a different kind of question, but when I was younger, I used to think tax the rich, tax the rich. Now as I'm getting older, it's like,
Text to
hold
rich.
on. I don't want to get
Text to rich.
I don't want to get taxed. Like if I'm making, six, seven figures, I don't want to be hit with them crazy taxes. Has your mindset
Yeah,
changed about taxing the rich? Has you
text to rich.
come
I
to
don't
learn
think
more?
about that.
You don't
No,
think
I
about
mean, yeah, if you're making money, like you'll still make a lot of money.
yeah,
So yeah, like I'm good with it. Text to
uh,
rich, text to poor.
not the board.
I mean, it's crazy in Europe too. Like,
Yeah, they pay a lot more.
yeah, they feel a lot more. So if you're rich, you're rich.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I feel
don't
like
matter. Yeah.
it's like a slap in the not a slap in the face, but it's like I'm getting penalized for being wealthy, if that makes sense. Obviously, there's some
I mean,
people
it is, but like, still though.
that's like at one point I was making 20K and I worked and worked and worked, and now I'm making 100K, 200K, 500K, and I'm getting taxed for it. Obviously, there's like loopholes around it,
Yeah, yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that, but
I mean,
still, it's like I don't know. But
yeah,
that
it's
brings me to
whatever.
my next point, like charity. So obviously, you've
With
seen like
charity.
these multi-billionaires who they can spend money, 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 and they'll never run out. Like, do you think if you were a billionaire, if you could put yourself in some of these men's shoes or women's, how do you feel about having to contribute back to society or giving back to the world? Like, do you feel like that's something they have to do, or it's like it's my money, you can't tell me what to do with it, even if I die, only spending 0.001% of my net worth.
Um, Kind of a hard question to think
Hmm.
about. think it's a personal choice. But I know like you and I will obviously like donate and like help out, but like
Yeah.
exactly, it's your money, like you said. If you want to donate, it's your choice. Like you made that money. You didn't steal it. You didn't like yeah. So like I would hope most people give out their money, but
Hmm.
like it's their own choice. Like I can't force them to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as I've come to see more and more realize how money works in a sense, um you kind of can't blame these people like, oh, you should be giving back
Yeah.
to the world, but it's like
No.
there are also governments that are supposed to be helping. They're making
Exactly.
trillions of
Exactly.
dollars, and
Yeah.
you know they're spending hundreds of billions of dollars a year improving
Yeah.
airplanes for war instead of trying to save people.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
where's the government in all this, right? They're supposed to be the ones helping you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's true.
so it's like I've kind of uh not shifted blame, but kind of been like, okay, it's not these billionaires. These are just wealthy individuals, private citizens or whatever, and more these authoritative figures and governments that should be, dealing with issues that are coming up around the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Yeah, I
like
agree.
that's something I found interesting. All right. Okay. Think about this. All right. Recently I changed jobs, but what do you think about like
Change
loyalty?
jobs.
What do you think about loyalty towards a company?
So it's a compliment. No, there's no such thing when it comes to business. I don't
Yeah.
feel like look at Russell Westbrook. That's a
And
prime example.
of what?
Prime example.
Of
Like
the loyalty?
loyalty. Yeah, like it's not like they wanted him. Now they don't. And he signed with the Clippers,
Yeah.
their rival. So like, nah. I don't think you have to have loyal to a company.
Hmm.
If you're working for a company, obviously, you do your job, do it right, do it correctly. And if you can leave for a better one, you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they would if they have to fire you for some reason. They'll
Yeah.
yeah, so like yeah, there's no such thing, in my
I think
opinion.
I don't know, like this new generation, they're kind of like quitting for like whatever reason. I don't think like if you be like, oh man, today I had a hard day, I'll quit.
No, they too soft. No, that I don't agree
I
with.
can't get behind that. But if
Yeah,
you feel
that's
like,
yeah,
hey, I come in here, I bust my tail every day, I'm putting
yeah,
120%, and
right.
there's this other place they're paying me, extra $2, $3, $4, whatever it is, and I only got to put in, 100%, then go for it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Because the truth is, if you die today, these companies gonna have your job filled by Monday.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
So yeah.
I don't know. It's a little bit different for me though, because I'm going into healthcare. So it's a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't in medicine, I'd be the most ruthless businessman ever. I just feel it in my heart. But since I'm going into a medical position, it's like less of an emphasis on the money because I am making decent money, Um, but it's more of an emphasis on just helping people. So if I know I'm in this one community where I might be making, 30, $40,000 less, but I'm making an impact on these people. I'm helping the local residents and stuff. That's more
Yeah.
important to me than going elsewhere and be like, hey, I'm gonna make an extra 50K. Um, maybe better conditions, whatever it is. But that's that's something I'm kind of thinking about as far as medicine. That's why I'm trying to like start younger with this investment stuff. So whatever I'm missing out on by
Yeah,
just
yeah.
staying with these
Yeah.
communities or, not just switching because I don't know. I think if it was any other career or industry, I would not care. I would change jobs whenever the next opportunity pops up. I'd go for it. But since it's medicine, it's like it's bigger than just the money.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah. Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Obviously money plays a
Yeah.
part in it, but for me, it's just like I do want to help people genuinely, and I definitely want to get to that point.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
nursing's a little different, right?
the same thing.
You think
It's
you think you're gonna
similar.
have that same
Yeah.
mindset?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Yeah.
Um,
We'll see.
let me check. All right.
Would I'd rather help with my money than my nursing time. Yeah. Like I'd rather help a different way than being like 80 hours in a hospital instead of like 60.
No, no,
You know
not
what I
like
mean?
80 hours, but like let's say for example, right? You're working at hospital A, right? And hospital A is in like not the hood, but let's just say like a lower income neighborhood, right? And you're making 70K, right? And then you got this other place, maybe it's in the suburbs, and they're saying, hey, we'll give you $100,000. You work your same hours or whatever, but it's just a different environment. For me, I wouldn't take
Different
it
environment.
because this community
Okay.
needs the help
Oh,
with
I
that.
got you.
So it's not about working more hours. It's just like you're probably gonna be in a better situation and more money, but like you also leaving this community behind that might need you more than you think. But you know, it's not more hours, just like you're probably making a bigger impact, even though the money might
Bigger
not show it.
impact.
That makes sense.
Bigger impact. Well, you think so? Because either way, you still helping.
Uh, I don't know. I feel what I've come to kind of see is like some people, like, they take the job serious. Like for me personally, if I come in and you give me $15 an hour, I'm gonna give you $15. I'm gonna give you $17 an hour, honestly. I'm working like you give me $17 an hour. Some people they come in, they only give me 750 and you paying them $15 an hour. They're not giving you the productivity or like the work that you're paying them for. And these communities, they probably need all the help they can get. So if I'm only making, let's say, for example, 70K at this one hospital, I'm a work like like you give me 100K because this community really needs it. Obviously, I could go to a suburban hospital, whatever, probably make 100K and only work like I'm making 70. Obviously, not that,
But
but
wouldn't you rather take that job and use that 30K to help the hood? Or not the hood, but like the community back
I
the other. You feel what I'm saying?
I get what you're trying to say, but something I've really started to notice is like people throw money at problems, and what ends up happening is like the money doesn't go where it needs to go, and so I feel like is for me personally, I'd rather give my time, my effort into something than
Okay.
just throw money
Okay.
at it.
Okay.
Because I don't know, like for charity, for example, I found out like for every like $1, like 80 cents goes towards like administration and fees and all this stuff. So 20% actually goes to a community that needs it. And that was astonishing to me.
Mm,
So, but I know
yeah.
like if I go and put my time in, I'm putting all this time actually into the places that need them.
Yeah, good point.
But yeah, um, yeah, I don't know. I think also the same thing with financial literacy. We're getting off a little topic, but a little off topic, but financial literacy, the same thing. It's sort of like, yeah, I can just throw money at it and be like, hey, we're starting these programs and stuff, but people not showing up and whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's just something I'm thinking about.
Yeah. That's a
All
good
right,
point.
where do you see yourself in 5? Oh, hold on. Before we get to that, I got a question. If you do get to a point of like, all right, so there's this thing called lifestyle inflation. So if you go from making 20K to 50K, you're gonna upgrade your life to 50,000. If you get to 50,000, $1 million,
No. Nah.
But you get the concept though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your lifestyle just as you make more money. At what point do you say this is too much, or is there a limit for you?
I mean, yeah, there's a limit. Like I'm not gonna have like more than 2 cars.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna have more than like 2 houses. So like there is a limit.
But wait, like
But like
residencies or like real estate properties?
no, like residence, not real estate,
Okay,
obviously.
no money to residencies. Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, there is a point. I
Hmm.
don't have like a fixed point yet, but yeah, there's a point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like you'll never see me. Actually, that's a lot. You might catch me driving a Rolls Royce, but I'll never own a Rolls Royce.
You
I
never
kind of
know.
promised myself a while ago, but I don't know. I feel like that's just like extract. All right, there's there's just paycheck to paycheck. You're just making it. Then it's comfortable. Then it's luxury, and then there's extravagance. I think Rolls Royce is like that extravagance point.
Extravagant.
Um,
Really.
let's
I'll
say
buy you one.
no. If you buy me, I'm sending it back. But let's just
Yeah,
say God puts me in a position where I'm making, where I can comfortably own a Rolls Royce. I don't think I ever will, just because like I would feel bad knowing that I
No,
got
you.
yeah, huh? What car
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
300K, 400K, 500K? Oh no,
So
somewhere in there. I'm not. I would feel bad knowing that joint's in my garage just sitting there, and I'll probably drive it once a week or something. And I could have put that money towards something else, not investing, but just like
still,
help people.
I mean, still though, like you'll still have money to do that. But
Yeah,
if you like a Rolls Royce, then there's no problem with getting it.
I think for me though, it's less okay. So sometimes, like, let's say, for example, like I go and I buy something, and I'll be like, man, I really want that. Once I get it, it's like, cool, I got it. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole time, it's really like I just want to say I have it. Um, I don't know. It's not a flex thing, but it's like, oh, you talking about that? I got that too. But
Uh,
if any, like, if I ever, I feel like I think I'm gonna be on a Rolls Royce, like maybe drive around or something. But I think it's more for the experience than just like actually having it. Sometimes people kind of get that confused where it's like, oh, I want a Lambo. No, you don't want the Lambo. You just want to take a couple pictures on the Lambo, post it on the
right,
Instagram,
right.
maybe drive
Yeah,
it around for a week. You actually
right.
don't want the Lamborghini and the maintenance costs and all that stuff that come with it. So
Yeah,
I think that's where like the maturity comes in, where it's realizing like I actually don't want all this stuff. I just want the experience that come with it. You know, like,
right.
oh, I want to live in Miami. No, you don't. You just want to go there for spring break.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's a good point. Yeah.
and yeah, you just want to make some moments. And I think that's what I come to with the Rolls Royce kind of thing. But I'm not gonna lie, like
Mm.
in sociology, we talk about like people who don't come from money, they show their money off. Like I can't argue with you when you like blowing your money, whatever. Even if it's like indiscriminately, like you're not saving nothing, but I can't tell you what to do with your money. You don't come from money, so this is kind of like your way of blowing it and showing it off. But I understand it. When you come from nothing and now you can buy everything you want, it's kind of like that. And yeah, at some point, most people do come like, after a few years, they're like, man, I actually don't want all this stuff. I just want the experience
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
lifestyle and look back and like, damn, what I had was crazy. When you're investing in stock market, you don't take on debt unless you like take out a loan to, um purchase these stocks or whatever. How about debt in real estate? At what point do you be like, are you comfortable with it though? Like going into debt to buy, your residencies. Not your residencies,
Um,
but your properties, if you when you get
yeah,
to that point.
yeah, I think so. Um, you obviously have to get it first, know how to do it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I feel like most billionaires are in debt. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like they have money, but they're in debt. So
yes and no, yeah.
like you just have to like know how to manage it, know how to study that and all that. But yeah, I think I'll be comfortable once I get there. Yeah.
But you do want to be at a point where like you can be like, I own everything I have right now. You do want to get to that point, or it's just kind of like
Right. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, of
constantly
course. Yeah.
buying more properties and getting into that and stuff.
Both is fine with me.
So let's say, for
Yeah.
example, you got 5 properties all paid off, right?
5 hours all
And
paid off.
then
Okay.
I don't know, let's say you're 50. Would you take on another property and be like, oh, I'm right back into debt?
In my fifth.
Or do you want to get to a point where it's like, all right, I got everything paid off. I know these properties gonna keep making money. I'm
So
chilling.
like I'm in debt, yes, but I'm not in debt. You know what I mean? It's like good debt in a way, if you kind of get it. Like
Yeah,
you owe the bank money, but like
you
someone's
good for
paying
it.
it off.
You
Yeah,
good for it.
someone's
Yeah,
paying it off like every month. It's just like, and you're still making money off of that.
yeah.
So if you had like 5 properties and you get like 250 for each every month, and you get
Hmm.
another one for like 100K. So you owe the bank 100K, but you're still getting like another 250 from that. But
Hmm.
you're still paying them off.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
it's
like,
good debt
yeah,
for you.
yeah, it's a good debt, but like,
What's bad debt for you?
what's bad debt when you can't pay it? Student loans, uh, credit card loans,
Hmm.
cars too. I feel like cars like a bad debt. You
Horrible
have a
debt,
car in your, yeah,
especially if it's brand new.
yeah, exactly. Because as soon as you left that, yeah, it's like
I jump like 10% going down the drain.
exactly.
It's crazy.
So yeah. So it's cars, credit card, and like personal debt. Yeah. Because in like real estate, it won't be like your personal, like your business will be in debt, but not you exactly.
So
Your
I
LLC
think you said this before.
debt.
So it's this when you start this real estate property thing, it'll be like under an LLC versus
And that, yeah,
under
it
your
won't be like under
personal.
your own name. No.
Gotcha.
no.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
tell me that before.
Yeah.